Hello everyone, and this is the 11th bonus episode for Japan in 100 Dishes. My name is Shane O'Brien McDonald, I'm the host, and this is basically a series of how to read a menu in Japan. Today we're going to focus on a restaurant called Royal Host, and this is the name of it right here. This is a very important, you might say, chain restaurant in Japan. It's one of those ones just like Denny's that is not on every corner, but is pretty popular. You go to Tokyo, every neighborhood, you'll be within a few minutes of a Royal Host restaurant. What is interesting about their website, and it's also on their menu, look at this, no English anywhere. So again, most of their clientele, as you can see, even in their fancy, there's eating around the world. So I guess there is like a limited, very limited amount of English on their menu. I'm sure they do have an English menu potentially if you go there. But you can obviously, what we know if you watch the previous bonus episodes, this is something that indicates most of their clientele is going to be Japanese. But fear not, you should be able to participate too if you're visiting Japan. Now, just so you know, what we have here is like we have three categories. This is the grand menu, so this is their dinner menu. They also have a lunch menu here and a breakfast menu, kids menu as well. And this one is one I haven't seen before. Again, I'm recording this in early 2021, so I mean, this could be, it's a COVID thing. They're just not having the customer base they used to. Because right as we speak, Japan's in a third wave of coronavirus. Tokyo and Osaka and Fukuoka areas, they're encouraging people to use jishuku, jishuku is basically the word they're using for restraint, meaning go home, work from home. And based on the people I've talked to in Japan who have been phoning their relatives back there, or talking to in Canada, phone their relatives in Japan, it is working. However, as you know, it is a dramatic drop in restaurant customer base. So now they have a takeout menu as well. And this is interesting because when I looked at the takeout menu, one thing you have to notice is like Japan is actually fairly affordable for takeout. But this is, look at this, a wine bottle and there's sandwiches. This is for 1 to 2 people. Now, for one person, this is a lot of food, $34. Plus tax. So that's not even tax included. And I don't think it includes, this is not including the wine. This includes the salads you see here, and it also in the fried chicken and the different kinds of Iberico meat and the sandwiches and French fries. $34 plus tax, which is a lot for Japan. And then there's this one which has omu rice. It has like a croquette and a hamburger and salads as well. This one is $41, and that's a lot of money. So again, and it goes up from there. Look, they even have a steak set. I mean, look at this with Doria. It's basically rice with a melted sort of cheese sauce on top and some shrimp. So you got your surf and turf here, $83. Now this is supposed to serve 3 to 4 people, so it's a little bit more affordable. But this is very expensive. Remember, this is a country where bento boxes can run you $4 or $5. And even expensive bento boxes, like there was a place in Nebis Station that specialized, that's $10. So something that's 13, 14, 15, this is and 27, woo, this is aimed at, let's be honest, Japanese old people. Now, what is probably more relevant for you, because what is going to happen is that you're going to visit Royal Host when you visit Japan. I always went there for breakfast. It was a great spot for breakfast. But what's interesting is that, you can see here, this first thing you see here, onion soup and a dinner roll for breakfast, which is unusual, not toast, but a dinner roll, and of course a salad. And if you've seen previous episodes, you'll know that salads are a huge part of breakfast in Japan. If you've seen previous episodes of this show, you'll know that like this is a salad, is common in Japan, so is bacon. Down here, this one is the Pancake Set, which is very common. You can get an omelet. This is what I would usually get, something like this. It would come with a salad. And I didn't get the one with the soup. It usually came with a salad. I just liked getting something with bacon and eggs, you know. And again, these are usually fairly affordable. They come with a little bit of yogurt. And these are the Western style breakfasts. And they're usually, yes, $6.80, $7. So I don't know where you live in America. I know in Canada, finding a breakfast set with this much food for $7, good luck, at least if you live in Toronto or Vancouver. Now, this is where you're probably going to find it more interesting. You're like, what is this? This is what's called the Washoku Set. So it's a piece of salmon, an egg, a salad with an eggplant and tomato and lettuce, or aubergine if you're from the British Empire. And it also comes with this like a sort of meat and potatoes, nikujaga it's called. And this is like a black Angus Wagyu beef, just so you know. It's from Japan, and soup and some rice, and it has some, this is strips of nori in here. That's not a hand towel. This is actually like strips of seaweed that you can then scoop up the rice with, and a little bit of pickles. And they also offer you the same thing but with a hamburger set. And again, this has the nasu, the eggplant, and this is actually squash, a piece of squash, and a salad as well. So it's a little, instead of getting your meat from the Wagyu beef, you get it from the hamburger. And on top is like a chrysanthemum leaf. A lot of Japanese people don't like chrysanthemum leaves. It's sort of a take it or leave it thing. So you can it's kind of there more for decoration, because it doesn't really have much of a flavor. On top, this is grated daikon with a little bit of soy sauce. So again, that's a common way of serving meat in Japan, of a hamburger. And again, we've got smaller versions of the things we talked about before. You get steak, broccoli, what they call it, petit tomato, which is a small tomato, and eggplant and a squash. This one comes where again, grated daikon, spring onions or green onions, and soy sauce, but you can dip it in. So it's designed so that you'll be able to dip it in as a dipping sauce. And then we've got our miso soup with little strips of tofu and rice, pickles, and salad with onion. Scrambled eggs and hash brown. Well, that should be familiar to anyone. Again, the sizes are much lower, but if you've gone to Denny's in America, this is $9. I'm used to paying a little bit more for this, but of course you get a lot more food in an American or Canadian Denny's, probably too much food. Again, that's why, sorry America, that's why a lot of people are struggling with diabetes, because look at these. This is very little food compared to what you get in an American style restaurant. And then there's other things here. This is beef curry with an egg. Again, less fear about eggs in Japan. And we also have, this is like a Nutella pudding and bread with butter. Again, corn potage. So there's all kinds of wonderful things here. You can also get this, maybe this is acai. No, this is Nutella. No. And one more thing, they also have a morning drink set. Again, on this one, you can pay $2 more. Again, on this one, you pay $2 more, and you will also get a pancakes. So there you can change it for pancakes. And one last thing here, when you're looking at these, the corn potage and this thing, they all come with the drink bar. So this is what it says right here, drink bar is included. And the drink bar will be what you expect. It'll be coffee, tea, oolong tea, green tea, probably orange juice. And you'll also find, you may have some Sprite or peach juice, Coca-Cola, those things. That's all included as well. So it's a pretty good deal. You can get almost unlimited cups of coffee. So that's it for now for looking at Royal Host's takeout menu and their breakfast menu. And then next time we'll look at their lunch menu as well to see some of their more traditional choices. So until then, sayonara.